Hello everyone. I am here to share a junk journal with you. This one I made out of an old curtain that I found at a secondhand store. And some lace that I found at a secondhand store. And this one is mostly Tim Holtz. And it has some, I think a little bit of Artie Mays in it. A couple of her envelopes and some of Tsunami Rose's ephemera. So I'm sure you'll all know which pieces come from where because I've had them for a while and everyone else I know has them as well. But I will link both of their Etsy shops below so you can go check them out because they have some amazing kits and things on their Etsy shops. And so I'll get right into it. Of course, I've got these little book corners right here, and this is the fabric off of the old curtain, and I sewed all around it. This flower I got from Dreams Etc. And that's a little Tim Holtz sentiment. Not all who wander are lost. So these little couple is not lost. And this is the piece that I found at my local secondhand store. This one right here. It was a table runner, but I ripped this off and used it because I love it. Underneath is a piece from Michaels, I believe. And I just sewed around the cardstock and put these Tim Holtz couple on the front. And I'll put it this way so you can see the whole thing. Book corners on the back. Isn't that gorgeous? I love it. I love all trims and laces, and I've gotten some amazing things from some amazing ladies, which I love everything and also them. And this is 2 signatures, and it's a heavy one. It's a big one. Some sari silk for the closure. Eyelets right there. And this is all Hobby Lobby trim on here. I didn't put a ton, but I did put some, and a lot of tabs. And some vintage fabric on the inside of this. And this is really, you know, movable and smushy. I just love this thing. And it's kind of cold in here this morning, even though it's going to be like 90 today. I'm cold, so I have my robe on today. I just got up this morning. It's like, I got to get this video done and out. So inside, I did a whole bunch of sewing in this journal as well. And right here, I just have a glassine bag with this lovely lady inside. Sewed her to some tracing paper. I love that crunchy noise. Just did some layering right here with some vintage things. Here is a coffee dyed guest check, and everything in here is coffee dyed except for the cardstock. And I sewed around all of Tsunami Rose's ephemera. And I have so much Tim Holtz, I just want to make a couple journals with it. While I had it out, I might as well use some, right? I did sew around this pocket. Oh, Dreams Etc. Forgot about this one. Love that kit. And this is Tim Holtz, and it's some negatives like this. It comes in a roll, and you just peel it off and stick it. So I stuck it to a piece of cardstock so it looks like an old, I don't know if that's upside down. I think it goes this way. So you can journal on the back. I just had that forever and ever, and this is the only piece I have left, so I'm like gonna use them for like bookmarks or something. And so here we go, lots of journaling space, and it does lay flat. And just some fabric tabs. Here is a little piece that I just sewed to some tracing paper, and then glued some coffee dyed paper on the back. I just figured it wasn't stiff enough for journaling with just tracing paper, so I put the coffee dyed paper on the back. It's just a little thing I made. A little Tim Holtz ephemera. On the inside is some photo of some Tim Holtz people. My finger is getting better, kind of, sort of. I can use it a little better, but it's still not completely normal, I should say. But I can at least bend my hand now. Still really swelled up, but I can bend it. I just keep icing it and doing all sorts of stuff. That other stuff that I got, not so fond of it. Doesn't really work that well. I use Aspa-Cream and ice and hot pack. Did a little banner right there with some layering of some map and this big old journaling card. And this is Tsunami Rose. Love those. And over here, I just have a big old tag. Knocking stuff over up here. And this opens up. And I just put this plate right there. I call it an address plate. And put some vintage trim underneath it. Some old music paper. I know it doesn't have music on it, like music paper, but it's like old vintage, like advertisement for music. And this is some music paper. So they're on all of these. I love the way that makes it feel. Another little tuck spot for these two. Let's see. I see a string on there. Ledger paper, map, Tim Holtz playing card, this little girl. And on this side, I just tucked these two in there. And this, I believe, came from Junked at Treasures, Sarah's shop. Another collage piece right here, and this flips up for journaling. And I just stuck these inside. And I have 2 packs of these, so I thought I would share them, and whoever gets this journal can cut them up and put them in their journals, or do whatever they want with them. I just love these. I have 2 packs of these, and I just haven't been using them, so I thought I would use them up. And then this is coffee dyed. Put some doilies on there. A little flip up hiding spot. This is Artie Mays. I didn't put anything in there. Just a piece of the extra paper I had. Tsunami Rose. Lots of journaling. Here's a pocket I made out of some fabric samples that I got. And a map tag. I had that piece sitting there, so I just made a little tag out of it. And then this one. I love that fabric. I thought it looked a little Tim Holtz-ish, so I put it in here. And I don't know how many pages. There's like 17 per signature, not including the little ones. So, you know, you can do the math. That's a lot of pages in this one. And a lot of cool ephemera in this one. A lot of sewing, too. The other side of that bag with this piece of ephemera. All of these ones are Tsunami Rose. And I've backed them all with coffee dyed paper. I coffee dyed them and then backed them with coffee dyed paper as well. So they're thicker, so you can write, you know, better to write on. And I'm probably, before the day is over, before I get this all done, and I think I'm going to do some script stamping in this as well. I forgot to do that, and I want to do that, so I'm also going to be doing that before she's completely done. And most of them I tried to do with lined paper. And here I just added some extra coffee dyed paper and did a little Tim Holtz stamping on here. So that's some extra journaling. Every time I cover up a page, I always think I should add a page. So that way there's more writing on it. Sorry, I had to have some coffee. This is Dreams, Etc. I just cut the bottom off because it was too big and used it somewhere else. So I just put that one in there. And here's some more extra paper with this big tag in there. I love Tim Holtz paper, and I don't know why I haven't been using it. Just some extra snippets and some children of Tim Holtz. So there's a lot of journaling there, because I figured you couldn't journal on this page, so I covered it up and added some journaling. Another piece there. Another big one here. I love this one for some reason. Don't know why, but I do. And over here I just punched holes and tied this old document I got off of Etsy. And I'll try to find her also and link her in there, because I've been hoarding these. I don't even know why I bought them if I didn't want to use them. I should have been copying them. Some of them I did, but this one is the original old document. Another old Tsunami Rose, another Artie Mays. Nothing in that one. And this bag I got from A Tattered Dream, Denise Shaw. Some Tim Holtz family. And their children right here. No. And a little metal bird and flower of Tim Holtz. I guess checked. And inside is a Tim Holtz tag. And here is this big one, and I put the lines on the back. I love that. And I tried to clip a lot of them in instead of gluing them down, so they can either be removed and used in a different journal if you want, and or whatever you want to do with them. But it leaves a lot more journaling space. So I glued this one down and sewed on this, and it's got tracing paper and coffee dyed paper on the back, so it's thicker. Did some layering with some Tim Holtz. This Tsunami Rose. I love this one's purple. I tried not to put too much girly lacy, but other than the sides, I tried not to gussy it up too much so it's all flat. This was an extra piece, and I just sewed it and made a little tuck spot right here. And over here, I have this tucked behind it. Some layering. This flips down. Did some more layering over here with some extra tidbits of Tim Holtz and some more beautiful things from Tsunami Rose. And over here was just a little piece that I had left over, so I just made a little pocket out of it and put this little arrow on there that moves. Some tracing paper and made a pocket out of it. Just a coffee dyed piece of paper behind it. And then this guy inside. And then just one of Tim Holtz's little cards, one of these little guys inside. And I just tucked it in this. There's a pocket right here as well, so I put it in there. And poked more holes and added, oops, I smashed it. Oh, it's so fragile too, you got to be really careful with it. You can always take it out if you want, but there's document on the back and on the front of this one. And over here is just a envelope I'll probably stick something in there before it goes as well. And I just did a bunch of stamping and Tim Holtz flower and a ticket on there in the book page with this big journaling card. And that is my really big Smash Book Journal Chunky Monkey. Oh my goodness, I get carried away with it. I'm not even going to tie it because I'm going to do some stamping. But yeah, this one is for sale, and I'll link my Facebook and Bloomin' Sticks page below. And if you're interested, you can contact me on there. And I have another one of these coming up, and then I have a couple of custom ones to do. I'll give you a sneak peek of this one. This is going to be the cover of the next one. And it's going to be a fatty as well. And yeah, thank you so much for stopping by with me and checking out my channel and subscribing. And I will chat at you all very soon. Have a great day. Bye-bye.